Good morning, my lovelies. You are here with me in my kitchen, in the Queen's Curry Kitchen, and I'm going to bring you right in to show you what we are making today. Welcome to Life in New York. Welcome to my chef life. This is a tempering that we are making for our black eye beans. They've already been boiled, you can see. I'm just going to warm them through. And then all of this tempering is going to go into that. And then I'm going to slow simmer it till it's well cooked. So this is a tempering that's made with cumin seeds, with ginger garlic paste, with fresh ginger, with cilantro, bay leaves, cardamom, cloves, black pepper, cinnamon, star anise, lots of turmeric, lots of dhania powder, that is your coriander seed powder. Good morning, Sushma ji. How are you? Welcome to Queen's Curry Kitchen. And here I have my green mung dal, which is boiling away. I created the tempering pretty much the same way, but I didn't brown it as much as I would do for a whole lentil. So when you're making rajma or lobia, which is kidney beans or black eye beans, you really have to brown your onions well. But if you're making any other lentil tempering, you just have to soften the onions. You can see, you're able to see the shape of the onions, right? So you can see the onions, you can see the tomatoes. There's lots of ginger juliennes in here, lots of fresh herbs. So there is dry fenugreek, which is kasuri methi. There is also lots of cilantro, and these are green mung beans that were boiled before. And then I created the tempering. Now they're both boiling together. Extremely aromatic, very, very fulfilling, very delicious, and a simple dish. I also added some coriander seed powder, some Indian curry powder, fenugreek leaves, dry fenugreek herbs, paprika, turmeric, and Himalayan pink salt. Also, if you ordered the spice box from the Queen's Curry Kitchen website, you should have all these herbs and spices to make Indian food at home. So there is really no excuse. If you'd like to learn any recipe specifically, then please reach out to me, take a class, watch any of my live videos on this Facebook page or on my YouTube channel. It's all out there for you to see. So I'm creating the tempering, and you'll see when it starts to become granular, that's when you know that your tadka or your tempering is done, right? So always boil your legumes and lentils and beans separately, and then make the tempering and then bring them together. So when this and that go together, it's pretty much the same technique. This was just tempering and just the mung beans boiled separately, and then I combined them. So this is in the last stage when it's just simmering away. You can see there's lots of ginger juliennes, lots of fresh herbs, fresh tomatoes. Good morning, Tim. Welcome to Queen's Curry Kitchen. Hello, Anjuji. Welcome to Queen's Curry Kitchen. Here I have my signature pav bhaji. I make this without butter because a lot of my clients are either vegan or then very health conscious. So butter is put on the side, but you can see this has so many vegetables going on. We created a tempering with curry leaves, lots of garlic, ginger, tomatoes, onions, and then these are all the vegetables. So every week I try to put in as much as I can. There's definitely some kind of a mixed vegetable so that all of these vegetables can go into your food. Hi Corin, thank you. That's really kind of you. So this is pav bhaji. It's going to be served with a buttered roll. And for my vegan clients, we won't be using any butter. We will just use olive oil instead. I'm going to cover it and let it simmer. And for some reason, it just wants to keep sliding down. So this is my green mung beans. I have to wait for it to... So how you know when your lentils are done is that when you take it and you drop the ladle, your lentils and the liquid should fall together. You see this? You see this? Now the water is separate and the lentils are separate. So it's not quite done yet. You're going to keep stirring it and breaking down the lentils till they naturally become creamy. And that's how you know that they're done. Right now they're not done. When I drop it from the ladle, the water falls separately and the lentils are falling separately. So that's a tip that I'm telling you. That's how you judge whether your lentils are done or not. I'm going to turn this thing off because otherwise it's going to stick to the bottom of the pan, and that's not going to be cool. So this is actually going to get ready to get added on to here. And it's going to keep boiling. So all of these bay leaves and the whole spices that I've added are all going to get infused into the gravy of the black eye beans. And this can be served with rice or with rotis. Every weekly box comes with 12 rotis. A half week box comes with 6 rotis that are freshly made by hand, not by any machine, by a real person, aka me. Anjuji says I'm a multi-talented, awesome singer and amazing chef. Well, thank you, Anjuji. I appreciate your kind words. Gracie Osterland is watching. I would love to see where you all are tuning in from, because you know there are flavor lovers all over the world, and it would really give my heart a lot of pleasure to see where all you're connecting from. If you like to hang out with me in my kitchen, and you can share this video, share it with your friends who live in Manhattan, Long Island and Queens, because that's where we deliver the fresh food every week. But if you live outside of New York and you still want to create this at home, go over to our website. You can always order our spice blends. You can order our cookbook, or just go out there, hang out and see. There is a free chana masala recipe that you can download at queenscurrykitchen.com. Go ahead and get that. Right, so all of this has now gone in to this. This is going to simmer and boil. We've already made the cabbage with the peas. That dish is done. Sushma ji says, that is true. You're a great singer. Oh, thank you, Sushma ji. You guys are so good for my ego. Okay, so this is simmering away. I'm just going to turn this down. Maybe I'll go outside and show you what the cabbage dish looks like. I'm just trying to keep an eye on everything. Now the masala that I use with the pav bhaji, I use two different kinds. I use this one, which is a badshah, which I think has the most authentic flavor out of all the pav bhaji masalas, but I ran out of it, so I didn't have enough for the whole dish. So the other one that I used was this, but I am not a fan of this much. I love this one for pav bhaji. I think it has the most authentic flavor. And I'll also tell you one more trick. I'll tell you one more dish that I make with this pav bhaji masala. Let me just step outside the kitchen for a second. Sam, can you turn down the lobia so it'll simmer? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so if you use the pav bhaji masala, you can actually make a really nice tawa pulao with pav bhaji. So if you have basmati rice and you just saute some ginger, garlic, onions and tomatoes and add the pav bhaji masala to the water in which you're going to boil your basmati rice, you can make some really, really good tawa pulao, and you can add peas, you can add any vegetables of choice. So don't think that just because a masala says it's pav bhaji, it can only be used like that. Try to use it in any various forms that you can. Veena Khanna is tuning in. Hi Veena, how are you today? Tej Sharma is here. Hi Tej, welcome to Queen's Curry Kitchen. I just want to quickly show the one dish that we already did. We still have two more things to go. This is our cauliflower with peas. Cauliflower, duh. Nipur, wake up. Cabbage with peas. So this is all going out to our wonderful clients who patronize us and who order the food. All of the ordering information is on Shopify, so it really goes very quickly. Mr. Amandhar, chef de cuisine from Oberoi in India, is tuning in. Hello, Oman. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Tej. I'm sure you have a lot of access to good Indian food in Canada. So I hope you're enjoying all the offerings of your North Indian or Punjabi or Indian neighbors that you have. So I hope that you're making the most of it. I do have to get back in there and make eggplant with potatoes. So these I've actually marinated with a little bit of turmeric and a pinch of salt, just so that they don't darken out. And I'm going to add potatoes to this. I'm going to do a stir fry. And then I'm going to do a jeera aloo, which is potatoes sauteed with cumin seeds and dry fenugreek herb and chaat masala. So that's pretty much what's on the cards this week. Tim is saying I'm missing out this week. Looks so delicious. Well, thank you, Tim. You're always so kind with your compliments. I appreciate your support, and you come all the way just so that you can eat the food. That really speaks a lot, and I cannot even tell you how it motivates me to get up and do this every single day for people like you. So Tej says Tej enjoys my cooking. Well, you know what, if you are ever in New York, you have an open invitation, just text me and I will make sure that you are fed every single thing that I make in here. All right, so I'm gonna jump off, but if you have friends that live in Manhattan, Queens or Long Island, just reach out to them, share this information with them. We are now delivering all over the place. Tuesdays are the days when you don't have to cook, so you don't have to think about grocery shopping. You can order food for the entire week. You can order food for half the week, so you don't really have to do food shopping. You don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, you don't have to chop anything. You open the box, you eat your food, and go to sleep. So use this time to focus on things that bring you pleasure instead of slogging in the kitchen. If that's not something you enjoy, honey, you do not have to do it. I got your back. So you know what, Lalita Dhar is watching. So Lalita ji, namaskar, welcome to Queen's Curry Kitchen. I'm gonna go right into the kitchen because that pav bhaji is calling my name. But I will be back with another video. I'll probably do I'll show you once all the dishes are done. I'll probably do a live and show you what everything looks like. And of course, rotis and rice are always added to this. We are here at your service. There is a new menu every week. So even if you're not ordering food from us, just take a look at the menu. It will give you ideas of what you could be eating all week long. The menu is always seasonal, and there's always the beans and proteins in there so that you can have a well-rounded, well-balanced meal which has some greens, it has proteins, it has everything. So take ideas from the menus that I create every week. If that helps you, hey, I'm happy that you were able to get inspired in some way or the other. If there's any specific recipe that you would like me to make on camera, send me a message. I'll do it for you. It'll be a lot of fun, okay? So with that, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that you come and hang out with me every time that I go live. Do follow this page so that every time I am live, you will get a notification, and then you won't miss out on anything. But like always, thank you for your support. Even if you stayed here for 10 minutes and watched my video, that support really, really means a lot to me. So with that, from this Indian kitchen, I'm sending you lots of love and lots of blessings. Keep your turmeric, keep your ginger, drink your chai, drink your honey, drink your black pepper. Please do all of that stuff. This is happening right now. I'm gonna go and catch up with whatever else is going on in the kitchen. Until then, I have to say goodbye. Joshua Blair is tuning in. I hope you will catch the replay and see all the wonderful things that we had going on. Asha Sondi is watching. Good morning to you. It is a warm Tuesday, only because I'm inside. It's cold out. But anyway, I hope that this food will warm up your home and warm up your heart, and it will truly remind you of the flavors that your mom created for you when you were growing up, right? So new menu every week. That means you never get bored. I will see you soon in another one. Until then, goodbye. God bless. And I really, really appreciate your love and support. Anjuji says your explanation is so interesting that even a person who is not interested in cooking will love cooking. Well, I hope so. Also for people in the next generation, I realize that, cooking home style food that we grew up with might be a skill that would probably disappear if we don't encourage our next generation to cook homemade food. And it doesn't matter what cuisine it is, but they really need to know the importance of it, especially now, because it's really definitely an immunity booster when you eat homemade food, where you know exactly what is going in, when it's not loaded with oil. So if you have youngsters in your family, teenagers, nieces, nephews, daughters, granddaughters, please encourage them to learn some basic cooking skills so that they can actually be in control of what they're feeding themselves. It's so important from the inside out. Encourage them to use the ginger, encourage them to use the turmeric. The Western world is only now waking up to the goodness of it, but holistic Indian living and cooking has been done for centuries, and people have enjoyed the benefits of longevity. They have enjoyed the benefits of a calmer mind. They have enjoyed benefits of intelligence boosting. So use your coconut oil, use your ginger, use your honey, use your black pepper. Go for it. Make it your own. Encourage all the youngsters in your family to help you out. That's where I think the love of Indian cooking really starts. So encourage them. With that, I will leave you on this note that, be blissful, be flavorful, enjoy all the flavors. If you'd like to get any of the books, any of the spices, any of the spice boxes, please log on to queenscurrykitchen.com. All the information is out there. And if this video made it entertaining for you on a Tuesday morning, if you think it was better than Food Network, hey, you know what? Give me a shout out. Send me some hearts. I would love that. If you make anything that you saw me making, do remember to tag me on social media and show some love there. I'm at Queen's Curry Kitchen on Instagram, and of course on Facebook, I'm Queen's Curry Kitchen. You already know that. This is your dost and host Nupur saying goodbye. God bless. I will see you soon in the next one. Until then, mwah. Have a good one, y'all. Bye-bye.